Language naturally shifts and drifts, but in the Astyayi, the grammarian Panini mapped spoken Sanskrit to a rigid symbolic grid. When we look at the core of this system, we find formulas that bear little resemblance to human speech. This split screen reveals the gap. On the left is Sanskrit as it is spoken. On the right are the raw inputs Panini requires to build those words, strings of characters like Dukrin and Yimidong that contain more than just the sounds of the root. To calculate morphology, the Astyayi attaches anubandhas, instructional markers, to verbal roots and suffixes. These extra letters act as metadata, dictating how a word will eventually behave in a sentence without being part of the word itself. These tags are fused directly to the source code. Before the system can derive a single valid word, it must identify these artificial markers and remove them to isolate the clean linguistic data underneath. This makes a rigorous data cleaning protocol the first functional requirement of Panini's grammar. This protocol is known as it-samnya. The word it refers to the specific marker or tag being targeted for removal. It-samnya is a sequential 8-rule parsing engine. It scans the incoming data for specific phonological markers. We can visualize this process as a pipeline. As a raw input block enters this 8-slot filter array, the engine identifies specific characters for deletion, allowing only the polished data to exit the other side. The engine identifies these targets based on phonological patterns, noting whether a letter is a vowel or a consonant, and its specific position within the string. This method of stripping non-functional characters mirrors the way modern compilers isolate executable code by removing developer comments and metadata. The algorithm begins by defining its operating environment, termed Upadesha. Upadesha refers to the initial state of the grammar, the raw source code. The parsing engine only runs on these primary roots and suffixes, never on words already in common use. In our workspace, Rule 1 activates. The engine scans the input sum for nasalized vowels, isolating the and marking it with an IT tag. By nasalizing these vowels, Panini ensures the parser identifies them as hidden metadata. Once a character is tagged as it, the system recognizes it as temporary data. The parser then advances to the next set of rules. With the vowels addressed by Rule 1, the engine turns to consonant patterns and their positions. Rule 2, Helentayam, targets the end of the string. When Dutch and touch enter the parser, the scanner checks the final position, finds the consonant C, and applies the IT tag. This rule captures almost any consonant in the final slot. However, broad rules create risk. In any logical system, universal commands can accidentally wipe critical data. To prevent this, Rule 3 acts as a logic gate, overriding Rule 2. If the input is an inflectional suffix, this rule blocks the engine from tagging T-class consonants S or M. They are protected and stay in the string. Rule 3 demonstrates that the system is context-aware. It identifies the category of the data before deciding whether to apply the tag. After checking the end of the string, the parser's scanning laser moves to the beginning. Rule 4 operates on a specific domain. If the input is a root, the scanner targets the initial characters. In Nimidan, Tunadin, and Dukrin, the prefixes ni, tu, and du are identified and tagged. If the input is not a root, the data follows a different logical path reserved for suffixes. Rules 5, 6, and 7 only activate if the input is categorized as a suffix. Rule 5 specifically scans for an initial sha in suffixes, tagging it in strings like shak. Rules 6 and 7 filter other specific initial consonants, providing a complete set of initial position filters. By routing data through these domain-specific gates, Panini ensures that identical sounds are treated differently based on their grammatical role. The raw inputs are now covered in IT tags, yet the strings themselves are still full of metadata. The system has completed the identification phase. Now it must execute the deletion. Rule 8, Tasya Lopa, is the universal execution command. In the case of Dukrin, the engine has tagged du and nya. When the execution command fires, those tagged markers dissolve, leaving only the functional root, krin. This command applies to every tag generated by the previous 7 rules. Nyimidan is reduced to mid. The suffix shach is reduced to the vowel a. The metadata is purged. The engine has successfully transformed raw source code into clean operational stems. This 8-rule engine allows Panini to maintain a clean linguistic database using a tiny set of pattern matching instructions. By handling this complexity in the initial stage of the process, the rest of the AstaDIE can operate on clean data, uninterrupted by metadata clutter. This modular design, separating data cleaning from functional logic, is a foundational concept in modern information science. The It-Samjna rules demonstrate that Panini engineered a formal logic to process the components of human language. The AstaDIE functions as a highly optimized information processing system, developed more than 2,000 years before the advent of the digital computer.